Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back. And if you are just tuning in with me for the very first time, it's so nice to meet you. And I'm really glad you're here with me today. I am your host, Heather Carey, nutritionist, chef, mom, and a woman who has been around the block with food. I want to open up about real food in relation to health, weight, and our bodies so you can make peace with what you eat. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Real Food Stories. I hope everyone is well and you are getting back into a fall routine. I don't know if you know this about me, but I love September. I think it's my favorite time of the year. The weather has been a dream where I live. The sun is shining. It just always feels right for a new start after the bustle and busyness of summer. And that is why, before we jump in on today's episode, I want to make sure you know about my brand new course, Nourish, Empower Your Menopause Journey. I am so excited to get this course started because honestly, it has been a long time coming for me. I've been working with clients one-on-one for years. I have hosted dozens of workshops and smaller courses, and I've learned so much through my amazing clients about what they would love to have in a larger group course. And the one thing that almost everyone has said to me is community and clarity about menopause. Let's face it, it's really hard being in the menopause transition. We women are going through so much physically and emotionally, and honestly, the only other people who can truly understand this is the other women going through the same exact things. Menopause is so confusing. There is so much misinformation and sleazy sales tactics out on the internet, and it's hard to even know where to turn or who to trust. I have spent a lot of time this past spring doing a ton of market research, and by that, I mean I have spoken to dozens of women about their menopause journey, and my conclusion from all of it was that the need for community was the strongest desire, next being clarity. Deciphering fact from fiction so women can make their best informed decisions for themselves and get back to making peace with themselves and their bodies. So the Nourish course sets the record straight on menopause and how to feel your very best during this time. We will be diving in with a variety of topics on health, fitness, nutrition, and of course, the food. Because eating and cooking is a little bit different when you get into midlife. It's not radically different. We don't have to go on any crazy diets, but things shift. You typically have older kids at home, or if you're like me, you have seen your kids grown and flown. And right now, it's just my husband, Mark, and me at home. It's a different way of cooking and eating. It's a great time to get back to focusing on you and giving yourself the compassion and self-care that you need. So all the details for Nourish, Empower Your Menopause Journey are in the show notes. Please don't hesitate to sign up. And right now, for the next couple of days, I am having an early bird special price of 25% off the course. You are worth it, and it is worth it. Okay, so today on the podcast, we are going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite topics, which is cooking and eating, and specifically while you are in menopause. With September here, many of us are looking to get back on track, but with so much advice out there, it's very easy to feel overwhelmed. I get it. September brings a plethora of people trying to tap into you because they know you are ready for a reset and ready to just get back on track. So today I'm here to help you cut through the clutter with some solid nutrition tips and practical advice tailored for managing menopause. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive in. Now, you might know, as we navigate menopause and this menopause transition, our bodies undergo significant changes, and our nutritional needs can shift. It's essential to focus on what works best for you individually. But let's explore some key nutritional strategies that can support you and most women through this transition. So I'm going to give a couple of my top tips right now. Number one, embrace the power of whole foods. And I don't mean the grocery store, I mean foods. Whole foods are the corner of a balanced diet, especially during menopause. What are whole foods? What am I even talking about? Whole foods are foods that are as close to the source as you can get. Now, some things are processed. We get beans in a can. That's totally fine. Okay, but that is considered processed foods. But I am talking about just foods that are as close to their source. Eggs, broccoli, not adulterated foods. Whole foods are rich in essential nutrients. They're rich in fiber and antioxidants. So think fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, healthy fats. For example, leafy greens like spinach and kale are packed with vitamins and minerals that support overall health. Berries with their high antioxidant content can help combat stress. All these foods support your energy, your feeling good, your health. Incorporating these foods into your diet doesn't have to be complicated. Simple meals like a hearty vegetable soup or a grain bowl with quinoa, roasted vegetables, and some tofu and a sprinkle of nuts can be both nutritious and delicious. The key is to aim for variety and balance in your meals. I think this is a great time to mention that one of the amazing bonuses in the Nourish course is what I call the Midlife Kitchen Reset. This is like a mini course within the course. You have likely heard me talk about the uber importance of meal planning and setting up your kitchen so that it is streamlined and runs easily and well. I can tell you from years of personal experience and from the results of my clients that meal planning, prepping, shopping, and cooking are the skills that have to be learned because we were not born with them. And they are skills that save you an incredible amount of stress in the kitchen and time. You do not need to be a 5-star chef, but you do need to know how to cook healthy and easily so that you can save that precious time of yours in your kitchen. Midlife and menopause does not give you a hall pass to blow your healthy eating. In fact, the time is now to start doubling down on eating well. So much change happens in menopause with a woman's health, and what we eat and drink now makes an enormous difference. So honestly, for the bonus alone, signing up for the Nourish course could be well worth it for you. Okay, number 2, key nutrition strategy is to prioritize protein. Protein is crucial for maintaining muscle mass and overall health, especially as we age. It helps with satiety, which can be particularly helpful if you're managing weight. Incorporating a variety of protein sources into your diet, such as lean meats, poultry, fish, tofu, beans, legumes, and dairy products, is a great way to go. Now consider starting your day with a protein-packed breakfast like a smoothie with Greek yogurt and a handful of berries. That can be satisfying and energizing to you and keep you satisfied. If you want something more savory, we can start with scrambled eggs with vegetables and a slice of whole grain toast. That's also a great option. So starting your day and focusing on every meal, having a good amount of protein is definitely what we need to start doing as women in midlife and this menopause transition. Number 3, nutrition strategy during menopause and midlife. Don't skip the healthy fats. I have talked about this on this podcast before. I have episodes about fat, protein, carbohydrates. You can go back and listen to those. We grew up, many of us, thinking that fat was dangerous and fat was bad, and we wanted to eat fat-free. But the bottom line and the truth is healthy fats are essential for hormone production and overall well-being. Avocados, nuts, seeds, extra virgin olive oil are fantastic sources. They can also help with your skin and support your heart health. So adding a handful of almonds to your morning oatmeal or drizzling olive oil over your roasted vegetables can boost your intake of these beneficial fats. And let's not forget about omega-3 fatty acids, which we must get from food, and those are found in fatty fish like salmon and flax seeds. These can help reduce inflammation and support heart health, which is especially important during menopause. Okay, nutrition strategy number 4, manage your carbohydrates wisely. Carbohydrates are a significant energy source, but it's important to choose the right types, and we don't want to get into a fear around carb. I hear a lot of women say, I am addicted to carbs, but I am talking about complex carbohydrates like whole grains, legumes, beans, and starchy vegetables. They provide sustained energy and are high in fiber, which we desperately need more of, and these can help with digestion and blood sugar control. So we want to be cautious with refined carbs and sugary snacks, which can lead to energy crashes and mood swings, and instead focus on whole, unprocessed carbs. So, for example, a sweet potato or a bowl of brown rice mixed with vegetables can be a very satisfying and nutritious addition to your meals. Okay, nutrition strategy number 5. Stay hydrated and mindful of caffeine. Hydration is vital, especially during menopause, when hot flashes and night sweats can lead to increased fluid loss. Aim to drink plenty of water throughout the day. And that can be not just water, but herbal teas like chamomile tea, peppermint tea, which can be really soothing and hydrating. Caffeine can sometimes exacerbate symptoms like anxiety and sleep disturbances as well. So if you're sensitive to caffeine, like I am, consider switching to decaf coffee or herbal teas to help manage these effects. I can drink 1 cup of tea in the morning. Any more than that just makes me a little wiry and unfocused. Caffeine, no matter how you think of it, is fine, and it's not has some health benefits, but it can be very dehydrating. And nutrition strategy number 6, be sure to focus your sights on calcium and vitamin D, and hopefully get both of these for the most part from your food. Estrogen is responsible for so much in our bodies, most importantly for our bone health. So ensure that you are getting enough calcium and vitamin D, also contributing to our bone health. And we want to get these sources from food whenever possible. Dairy products, leafy greens, fortified plant-based milks, fortified regular dairy milk are all great sources of calcium. And for vitamin D, sunlight is really our best natural source, but you can also find it in fatty fish like sardines and other fortified foods like milk. And if you're concerned about your intake, definitely consider discussing this in more detail with a nutritionist or a healthcare provider and talk about what supplements might be right for you. We don't want to take too much calcium in a supplement. It's always best to tailor your approach to your individual needs, but this is something in our course that we're going to be starting in a few weeks we will get into detail about. Okay, so like I said, as September rolls around, and I love September, and I love this feeling of just a new start, a new beginning, there is, however, an influx of advice on getting back on track. And while it's a great time to refocus on your health, just be mindful of the trends that you follow. Not every hack or quick fix will be suitable for everyone, and sometimes suitable for no one. It's essential to choose approaches that align with your personal health goals and your needs. So instead of jumping on the latest fad, focus on sustainable, balanced changes that support your long-term well-being. Sometimes the best approach is to stick with what you know works for you and adapt it to your current needs. Now, I want to talk about cooking and integrating healthy cooking into your life because, like I said before, this is the most important thing that I think you can do right now. Cooking for menopause doesn't have to be complicated or restrictive. It's about making thoughtful choices with the things that I just mentioned and incorporating nutritious ingredients into your daily routine. So I encourage you to experiment with some new recipes. Now, again, I don't want to keep berating this point, but in my Nourish course, you are going to get a plethora of delicious menopause-friendly recipes that you will love. They are nutritious. They're delicious. Food is my thing. So I know how to make food taste great, and I want that for you too. So I encourage you just now to try different flavor combinations and find what makes you feel good. Remember, the goal is to nourish your body while enjoying the process. So again, for more personalized tips and guidance on cooking for menopause, you can explore my course, Nourish, Empower Your Menopause Journey. It offers a deeper dive into creating meals that support your unique needs during this time. It also provides the community support that I think many women are seeking. We meet live, we talk, we support each other, and I think it's going to be really great, and I hope that you can join. Okay, everyone, thanks for joining me today on today's episode, and I hope you find these nutrition tips helpful and inspiring. Please be sure to subscribe to the podcast for more insights and practical advice. And until next time, happy cooking and take care of yourself. Bye for now. And as always, if you loved this podcast, please consider gifting me with a 5-star review. It is so helpful for me to get the word out on real eating, our real bodies, and real food stories. Thank you so much and have a great week. Bye for now.